Jimena Mateos. I'm originally from Mexico City and I live in Los Gatos, California, a beautiful place. And I am an explorer myself. I moved to Nairobi, Kenya when I was 13 years old until I was 17. So I really learned to love wildlife and local nomadic cultures. And I have a 9-year-old with whom I did this activity. She's in 4th grade and we did the Bioblitz because it was something that could unplug her and get her out here to do something in our little backyard, and a great opportunity to work with her with what I'm passionate about, which is culture and nature. So I'm going to tell you more about it, but it went well.
What I did first was go into my garden and pick 4 to 5 plants that I really liked and thought were interesting to show. What I did was take pictures, then I drew them here on a piece of paper and use a Google Lens to see what their scientific name was, what their common name was, and what their family was. So I used the Bermudan buttercup, the ficus, the monstera, and the Mayer lemon flower. And I found it very interesting. And then here I added the persimmon cyclamen, which is the persimmon. And I just really liked the activity.
So I have a question. Will you take care of your garden a little bit better?
Yeah, I'm going to water the plants every day, and I'm going to let the sun shine on them. And if I get any new plants, somehow I'm going to just treat them well and feed them with their little plant food.
From the learning framework, the skills developed were communication and observation, and the attitudes developed were curiosity, and from the knowledge, wildlife and wild places, she actually found some snails, squirrels, and new birds that she had not seen before, and insects. She was mainly attracted by the monstera, I would say. And it was also very interesting how she actually linked with activity 1, the time-lapse photography with Bioblitz. She did a small animation. Bioblitz was a very local activity. My daughter was very aware of what we have in our backyard, and she realized that other species come here to reproduce. So if we have a healthy backyard, we are supporting this reproduction of species, and if we act properly here at our local environment, we will impact in a positive way the environment in a global scale. And we actually went to the coast after doing this activity. So on the way she was like, oh look at the colors on the road, and there's a red flower, there's a blue flower, there's an orange flower. So she was much more aware of the colors in nature, the birds. And we ended up watching whales migrating from Baja going all the way up to Alaska. So we also got to see local actions to improve the migration and to allow the migration of the whales. So it ended up being a life-changing experience doing this Bioblitz activity. And thank you so much for letting me learn from these great resources that you have. There's a lot more to study, and it was also the beginning of a new topic, which will be migration and the human journey. So thank you for this. Take care. Bye.